Picture this: a world where the dollar, the euro, and the yen are relics of the past, replaced by a digital currency that knows no borders. Sounds futuristic? Or is that future already here? Some say Bitcoin is the future of money. Others? Just a passing fad. But what's the real story here? Is Bitcoin on its way to becoming the first truly global currency? Before we answer that, let's break down what makes a global currency, well, global. Think about it. Widespread use, trust, stability, and the ability to cross borders effortlessly. Throughout history, money has evolved. From bartering goods to precious metals, and then paper money backed by governments. But now, for the first time, we have something different. Digital, decentralized, and outside of traditional control. Enter Bitcoin. Bitcoin was created in 2009 by someone, or a group, using the alias Satoshi Nakamoto. The idea was simple: a peer-to-peer network for payments, with no middlemen, no banks, and no borders. Fast forward to today, and Bitcoin has grown from a niche experiment to a trillion-dollar market. But here's the twist. Bitcoin wasn't designed to replace government-issued currencies overnight. It was built as an alternative, a hedge against inflation, a way for people to store value without relying on central banks. Now let's talk adoption. In countries like El Salvador, Bitcoin is already considered legal tender. That's right, an entire nation using Bitcoin alongside its local currency. But why? Well, in places with unstable economies and high inflation, Bitcoin offers something invaluable: predictability in supply. Only 21 million Bitcoins will ever exist, unlike fiat currencies that can be printed endlessly. Critics, however, argue that Bitcoin's volatility makes it unfit as a currency. After all, how can something fluctuate by 20% in a single day and still be reliable for daily transactions? Great point. That's where stablecoins come into play. These are digital currencies pegged to stable assets like the US dollar. They aim to combine the benefits of crypto with the stability of fiat. But let's not forget, global currency isn't just about stability, it's about trust. For decades, people have trusted the US dollar, not just because it's stable, but because it's backed by the world's largest economy. Bitcoin, on the other hand, is backed by, well, technology and belief. Its value comes from the trust that users place in its decentralized system. So, could it work as a global currency? Maybe. But there are still hurdles. First, regulation. Governments around the world are scrambling to figure out how to regulate crypto without stifling innovation. Too much regulation, and it kills the idea of decentralization. Too little, and bad actors exploit the system. Second, energy. Bitcoin's proof-of-work model, which secures the network, consumes a massive amount of electricity. Some say it's unsustainable. Others argue that it drives innovation in renewable energy. Either way, for Bitcoin to scale globally, this debate needs a resolution. Third, user experience. For Bitcoin to become truly mainstream, it needs to be as easy as using a credit card or mobile wallet. Right now, buying, storing, and transacting in Bitcoin can still be complicated for the average person. But here's where it gets interesting. Bitcoin might not need to replace fiat to succeed. Instead, it could become a global reserve asset much like gold, a store of value that people and even countries turn to in uncertain times. Imagine a future where Bitcoin sits alongside traditional currencies, not replacing them, but complementing them. So, is Bitcoin the new global currency? The answer might not be black or white. It's more like a spectrum. On one end, you have skeptics who see Bitcoin as nothing more than a speculative asset. On the other, true believers who envision a world completely free of fiat currencies. What's undeniable is that Bitcoin has already changed the conversation about money. Whether it becomes a global currency or not, it's shaping the future of finance in ways we're only beginning to understand. And maybe that's the most exciting part. We're witnessing a financial revolution unfold before our eyes. Will Bitcoin rule the world? Or will it remain a digital gold standard for a new age? Only time will tell. What do you think? Could Bitcoin really become the world's first global currency? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, hit like, subscribe, and ring the bell for more deep dives into the future of money. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.